It's 8:17 in the morning on Tuesday, May 21st. I just got to the boatyard and guess what I found? Yep, they'd already loaded Seaquestor on the hydraulic trailer. So I think they're up putting the masts on the boom truck right now, and she'll be ready to go in the water in not much over an hour, maybe hour and a half at the most. We'll be in the water by 10. Oh, there she is. First view of the new boot and cove stripe in full sunlight. I think it looks pretty good. Quite a change. Okay, I'm going to go up and see what's going on with the masts. Okay, here goes Seaquestor, headed over toward the boat ramp. And I'm going to follow him over. And we will, once we get over there, we will step the masts, and she will be ready to launch. It is 8:39, so we're running a little ahead of schedule. The plan originally was to start loading the boat at 8:30, but as you saw, when I got here at 8:16, the boat was loaded. I went up and they were just finishing putting the masts on the boom truck, and they've already taken the masts over and they're waiting for us. And as soon as I get there, we will put the masts up. I think we'll put the main up and then the mizzen. That's the normal way we do it. And that should take, well, not much over an hour. And the boat will be then ready to go in the water. So, yeah, we should be in the water by 10. And I can take the boat over to the marina. Don't believe I need to stop for anything on the way. I've got most things done already. The only thing I might want to do is rig an aft spring, but that's not that big a deal. I mean, I have the line. It's just a matter of putting it over the cleat. We're just about ready to turn to go down to the waterfront. We're on Route 102A now, and they turned their turn signal on. We're going to make a turn right here and head down one block to the waterfront, and then along the waterfront a little, and we'll be into the Manset docks parking area where boats like this are rigged. And here we go. Yeah, and as I said, she should take very little time to get her rigged up and ready to go. We got a southwest wind this morning. It's relatively light, under 10 knots. So that makes stepping the spars easy, and it will also make getting into the dock easy, because the wind will be blowing me onto the finger pier. So I just have to come into the slip and let the wind blow me over to the finger pier, and then I'm done. Okay, that is one of the Hinckley Company's travel lifts right ahead, and we're headed over this way. And it's just about 1 mile, maybe a little bit less, over here from the boatyard. So it's not a very long overland haul, but it's almost over. And right now there's a barge in there, and he'll pull in here. You can see the boom truck with the masts, and we will climb aboard and get those masts stepped. And that should go pretty quickly. So I'm going to go over and park and then we'll get going. And I will pick this up after the masts are up and we're ready to go into water. Okay, it's about 9:20 and we're backing into the water. I'll turn the camera around. Hey, here we go. Had to maneuver around some parked cars, but we'll back in. He'll get the tractor as far as he can, and then we will he'll chalk it, and then the trailer is on a cable, and he will unhitch the trailer and cable it down until the boat floats off. Ooh, rocks a lot going down this ramp. This ramp took some damage this winter from the winter storms back in January and then again in March. Okay, we're just about in the water, and I got all my switches. Ooh, I got all my switches on, everything on. So it's just a matter of when we get in enough, I'll fire up the engine. Looks like he's arranging his alignment a little bit. Oh, gotta stop for a second. Okay, he's rigging the trailer now. We got a ways to go before we're in. You can see we're right next to the boat ramp, the floating dock. And unfortunately, there's nobody beside us today. Last year, there was a barge right beside us, so it was a little trickier to back out. Shouldn't be too bad this year. Just give my rudder a turn, so that hopefully she'll turn as we back out. The worst part of this is these trucks stop suddenly, so you really have to make sure you're hanging on to something or sitting down, or the sudden jerk from the truck can cause you to actually fall down. And he's got my bow line tied off, and I think I just felt the hitch come loose on the trailer, and he'll start cabling me out. These trailers are fully submersible, and they have remote controls, so he can run all the hydraulics from up on the truck when the trailer is submerged. And so what he's got to do is disconnect all the electrical lines, and then tension up a little on his cable. And here we go. We're rolling back. And in just a minute, I'll be starting the engine, and we'll be ready to back her off for the 2024 season. I think there's a lobster boat here. I smell fish. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty quiet right now. Here we go. And I just cable this out, and when the aft end of the boat starts to float, I can fire up the engine and we'll be ready to go. Okay, we're just about there. I'm going to set this camera down. And we're afloat for 2024. As we turn here and motor out. Got 9 feet of water. And it's a beautiful morning out here. It's about 60 degrees, light wind. The wind looks to be west right now. And we're underway. Not many boats in the water. We went on May 23rd last year. I think there were more boats. It's a beautiful day out here today. Alrighty. We're making about 3.5 knots. We're putting out water, so everything looks good. Hinckley Company's launched quite a few boats already, and got something vibrating here. Go up, go past my mooring, and head up to the marina. And when I get up here a little further, I'm going to get out a little bit more open water, and we're going, and I'll make sure all my lines are properly rigged. Yeah, she's running pretty well. I can see looks like a hunter up there on a mooring, and I can see the Pearson 35 that's on the mooring next to mine, and a Hinckley jet boat coming out. And we're underway for the 2024 season. Beautiful day here in Southwest Harbor. And up here, further up the harbor, the wind is definitely southwest, so that's good. The only issue is that I'm not as agile as I used to be, especially with the bionic knee. But we got her rigged. Spars are up. There goes my friend Shane in a Hinckley jet boat that he's sea trialing. We head up harbor. And I'm just going to set the camera down for a minute while I go and make sure my lines are properly rigged once I get myself on a course into clear water. Okay, mooring lines are rigged. Okay, we're all set with this wind direction. The wind is going to blow me right onto the finger pier, and I have fenders attached to the finger pier. So I just have to get into the slip, stop, and let the boat blow over. Right here is my mooring, ready to go whenever I want for 2024. We're using the mooring for overnights, let some friends use it, put the boat out during bad storms, that sort of thing, and probably use it about 30 days this year. Mostly the boat's going to be at the marina though, because my wife, who is very close to turning 80, finds it very difficult to get in and out of the dinghy and head out. So I'm going to see if I can get a hold of the marina, let them know I'm coming in. Pretty day out here. There's a catamaran in there behind a little 3-masted schooner, another 2-masted schooner there, the Margaret, and another 2-masted schooner over at the far side of the marina. The Margaret Todd, the 4-masted schooner, went back over to Bar Harbor yesterday. I saw on a webcam over there that arrived about 4:20. So things are getting ready to go this year. And the marina still has not rigged its end docks, although they're there, they're just behind the pilings. I have to pull it out, put it on the other side. Okay. Over the weekend there was and yesterday there was a Hinckley jet boat on the other side of the double slip, but they're narrowed beam, so that's good. Normally there's an LS 36. They're quite wide beam boats, and that leaves me much less room, about 2 feet less. So even if that Hinckley jet boat is there today, shouldn't be a problem pulling in. And this wind, as I said, is going to blow me right onto the finger pier. So all I have to do is come in to the slip and let the wind blow me onto the finger pier. And that'll be that. It looks like that jet boat, or something at least, yeah, that's a Hinckley jet boat, is still there. You can just see the cabin house past the catamaran at the aft end of that schooner. That'll be pretty easy here. And we will be over there in just a couple minutes. Looks like they still need to do the bottom work on that schooner. Okay, I'm going to make a wide turn and then head in. It's high tide right now, or almost high tide, so we got plenty of water. We got 19 feet right here, and we shouldn't have any trouble going in around these buoys. This is much more difficult later in the season when there are boats on all of these moorings. But we'll make it. Okay, I put her in neutral. Just let the boat run on momentum. As soon as I turn, she is going to have the wind partly behind her, which will keep us moving. Okay, Oh yeah, plenty of space. That jet boat is in there, but he leaves me lots of room. And here, somebody loading some new ramps to go out to docks. May not feel like it, but we're still doing 2 knots. One of my fenders is gone. And the Marina Dockmaster is coming in. Okay. I'll put the camera down for the final approach here. I figured that.
How's everything going, the launching? That's a good match.
Okay, we're tied up for the first time for 20. Yeah, there's Seaquestor at the dock for the 2024 season. I'll come back in a little while and put the mizzen boom and probably mizzen sail on. Okay, we're at the dock. It got here at 10:03 and the engine ran for about half an hour altogether. So everything went well. We're tied up and ready to start the 2024 season. I still have a few things to do. I got to put the mizzen on, put the Genoa on, put the Dodger on, rig the triadic stay, which goes from the top of the main down to the top of the mizzen. That's easy to do. I've got lines rigged to pull it up. And yeah, that's pretty much what's left. And then the boat will be ready to sail. Now, I hope that I didn't push my buttons in the wrong order and miss most of the trip over here. I think I got it, but it's so bright out today that I really couldn't see anything on my camera. I just hope I had it in the right setting. Anyway, that's it. Launch day 2024. And Seaquestor is in the water for the season. Thanks for watching.